Thanks for staying. Long game, sorry. Good. Happy. I mean, obviously we won the series. That's good. Connor came out today. I didn't think he had his best stuff that he's had, but I thought he managed the game really well. He was able to continue to grind and make pitches and execute. Again, not at the level that he's been doing it in practice, but again, the stuff was great. The velocity was great. It was just being able to execute pitches, but I thought he did a good job of being able to compete. We talked a lot about it. When you don't have your best stuff, can you find a way to win the game? And so I thought he did a great job of managing that mentally and going out there and giving us 4 2/3 and hit his pitch count, so we couldn't get him that last out, but that's part of it. Offensively, I thought we started off a little bit slow. We didn't do enough. We had some opportunities, bases loaded. We had, I think, 4 at-bats where we just tapped out. Luckily for us, we got a little lucky early in the game. They made some errors that really helped us, and then we flipped a switch. In the second half, offensively, we were really good. I mean, obviously the huge home runs by Romano and McCabe, and then obviously the dagger from Josten. But then again, as we continued to get through that game, we put some really good swings on balls, barreled up a ton of balls, got a ton of hits. So again, I'm proud of the offense for being able to continue to fight and grind and figure it out, and then we started having much better at bat. So, but a good game. We got to clean up the defense, play a little bit better. But again, we got some young guys in the game, some new guys, which was good. Everybody got to play, so that was good to see too. So, happy. We got to come out tomorrow, be greedy, and try to get the sweep.
What's kind of the outlook for Connor? I know you said you were going to bring him along slowly. He's never started before. We pitched 84 pitches today. Just kind of bring him along every week and just
all the starters are on the same kind of pitch counts and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, we've always made sure that ever since I've been a head coach, making sure that we manage pitchers early in the year. I don't want to come out and again. I'd rather lose a game in the first 3 weeks than not have a guy be his best in May and June. So we're going to bring them along. All the guys are going to be the same. Just trying to keep them healthy and then again keep them strong and make sure we put them in good situations to be their best when it comes June time.
What would you like to see him do a little bit differently next season?
Yeah, I think just executing pitches. Again, just got a little loose. It wasn't like wild, but just didn't have the command that he's had. So again, he was around the zone, but it wasn't as pinpoint. He wasn't able to put guys away with the off speed and be able to throw it especially late in the counts, like 1-2, 0-2, stuff like that, where just was either letting it loose and it was high, or throwing it in the dirt where it never was in the strike zone. And again, just the fastball command, it was better than the off speed command, but it still wasn't. There was times where it's like, man, if you just execute this pitch, it'll work, and it was just elevate the fastball when we weren't trying to do that kind of stuff, and it just didn't play, and the tunneling and all that kind of stuff. So again, I just thought he wasn't wild, but the command, just wasn't sharp as it needed to be for him to pitch the way that he's pitched in practice. So, and again, but I thought he competed like crazy, and again, you got to be able to win with B stuff, and I thought he did that today.
4 other pitchers made their UCF debuts: Kyle Kramer, Silas Bach, Calvin Castellano, and Jacob Barlow. What did you see out of them today?
Yeah, it was just good to see him. I thought Dom came out and really dominated the zone and did a great job. Cy did the same thing. Jacob got a little loose there in the 9th, but again, he was able to manage and find a way to get through it. So that was good. Kramer obviously pitched at Rollins, so he's pitched in the Florida Collegiate League with our guys, so he's got a lot more experience than just a freshman. So getting him in there, but seeing him pitch and gives up the hit, but those are the things he's got to learn from. That you got to execute pitches. So, but they all look good. Like, I thought all their stuff was good. They were crisp, and again, I'm sure there was some nerves and all that kind of stuff going on as well. Just even for Kramer, just being at this level. So it's good to get those things out of the way, and now they can kind of just build off of that.
What's something you've learned about your team through 2 games?
Yeah, I think things that I already thought, that I thought we were going to be good offensively. Some of the younger guys I think have really stepped up right away, which the Brooks and Bodecker and Russo have had some good at bats, and so I think they're a little bit probably farther along than I thought they would be. Right out of the gates, just with the nerves and getting used to this level and whatnot. But we played really good defense. We had a couple of errors today, but I think from all 9 positions we've made some really nice plays, and which we needed, especially from third base and Brooks. That has been huge to have him over there in these first 2 games. So, but we're coming along. I mean, we still got a lot of questions to answer, and again, it's really easy to play 2 games. How can you play 9, 10, 12, 15? And get to 50 or 60, that's the big thing, and so we just got to keep working and trying to keep getting better.
What do you think about Riley Wash making his UCF debut, the transfer from Pitt?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did a great job. He's caught really, really well in practice. Done a great job. Obviously, the matchups yesterday being a right-hander, today being a left-hander, getting him in the game today. But he blocks the ball really well. And again, with Connor kind of being a little bit all over the place, I thought Riley did a great job of being able to manage that, calm him. And again, we had a bunch of balls in the dirt that he had to block, so he did great. And again, I'm sure, being a hometown kid, he probably had some nerves too. And so it was just good. I thought he did a great job, get those 2 hits late in the game, which helped him. And so hopefully, again, I think we've got everybody in the game now. So hopefully everybody's kind of loose and can go out there and kind of continue to build off of all of this.
You also brought in Andrew Sundin to pitch for catchers, and you talked about how you really wanted to get all 4 of your catchers, including Ben McCabe, some time. So are you going to kind of choose which catcher you use depending on what pitcher, or is it going to be more about pitcher chemistry, or is it more about their batting ability?
I think it's everything. I think it's matchup of who's pitching. I think it's the pitcher, and do they have a preference? Stuff-wise, what catchers have, are better catching certain kind of stuff, I think is important. So comfortability, obviously offense is important as well, but matching up against a lefty or a righty goes into the thought process. So I think it's a lot of things. What gives us the best chance to win that day? And sometimes it might be we don't need as much offense, or we need to have somebody back there who can manage the pitcher. Sometimes we get a little bit more offensive. So I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it that trying to make that decision on who catches.
What did you say about Joe Sheridan, the former player, making, I guess, his assistant coach debut this week for Siena? Pretty cool for a young guy to get an opportunity like that early in his career.
Yeah, it's good to know that, it's good to see him out getting a job, and it's very hard to get a Division I assistant job. So happy that he's doing that, and obviously wants to coach. So, but to get it at that age, I mean, that's huge, and I know he'll do a good job, and I'm sure he's excited, and it'll be a long, cold year for him, though.
What would you like to see from Hunter and your team on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I think one is we've got to worry about ourselves. We got to play against the ball. I think that's going to be the big challenge. We got to get greedy. We talk a lot about trying to win on Fridays, set the tone for the weekend, win the series, and when you get opportunities to sweep, you got to take advantage of it. You want to win 40, 50 games. Like, these are the types of games that you have to come out and play to your level. So you got to worry about us. We can't carry any of the runs over. These last 2 games mean nothing for tomorrow. So we got to come out ready to go. We got to play like we're playing for a championship tomorrow. We got to find ways to get better. We need Hunter to give us a good start, but we got to come out and play baseball. And again, irrelevant on who we're playing, what's happened in the past. The great thing about this game is that there's always a new opportunity, and you just never know. You can win one game by 10 runs and lose the next day by 10 runs. That's the beauty of baseball. And so if you don't show up, the game humbles you. So we got to make sure we show up tomorrow and bring it.
Are you hoping to get a final word on John Rice Plumlee at some point soon?
Yeah, we were hoping by Friday, but we didn't get it. So they said Wednesday at the latest, it looks like. So we should know in the next couple of days. Obviously not going to know on the weekend because they don't know.
About Citronaut on Sunday or Saturday?
I thought it was awesome. I'm kind of stunk just the game lagging on there, a long game, and obviously the score. Would have wished more people got to stay around for the fireworks, but I thought that was awesome, and I love the Citronaut Saturday. Like, I would probably do Citronaut every day if I could. So, but yeah, I loved it. I mean, I think it's a great promotion. Jacked about the unis, and just something different. I know there's a bunch of fans that love it, and our kids will love any type of different free gear. So.
You went full-fledged with the combo with the blue shoes too.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm always looking for cool shoes. So that's,
and the players look like they enjoyed the fireworks.
They did. They love anything. They have a lot of fun, especially this group. I got a good group of kids that just have fun with each other, and it's fun to be around them because they bring a lot of humor and energy, and it's entertaining to be around them. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all being here.